Hello again, traders. Right, it is now 4:30. I got back from my UK time. I got back from a walk just before 4. Um, Tons of trades today, but I've not really posted them on Twitter or YouTube. But this is something I've noticed, or really focused on, should I say? These situations here: low, high, high, low, high, high. That's a trend, an uptrend. Two candles: low, high, high, low, high, high. Low, high, high, low, high, high, and up it goes. Um, this one, no drawdown at all, and they're happening a lot. Low, high, high, low, high, high, low, high, high, low, high, high. Just look at those things. I mean, it's an uptrend. Low, high, high, low, high, high. So I've not really mentioned this before, and it's probably relatively new sort of simplification of mine. For myself, low, high, high, low, high, high, and up it goes. And these moves on this little 5-minute chart on gold, from the high of that, for example, I know it's not quite exact, but that's 17.5 pips. So from the high of that, these are crazy. 5-minute chart, 11, roughly 12 pips, give or take. And I mean, this is a 39 pip move. I bailed in terms of 99%, took profit at about 12, I think. That's my normal thing. If I get greedy, it always comes and bites me in the backside. So I don't, when you can make 10, 15, 20 trades a day, or 3, 4, 5 with, 20, 30 minutes screen time, that's what it's all about. So I've switched to, the bars, so it makes it easier for you to look at. But these, I don't know what to say really. I mean, you've just got to think outside the box. I've had a bit of a rant today on video shorts about reward risk ratios. I've made a video earlier as well. Sorry if it sounds ranty, guys, but the only way to get through to people is to have a good old rant and be a little bit contentious. I don't mean to be rude to anyone, really. I mean, look at that downtrend. That is a 2B. There's a 2B in here on the 1 minute. There's a 2B here. So I've digressed again. And you've got to think outside the box. We've got an uptrend with those two green candles there, and then a little bit of a pullback. And what happens after an uptrend and a pullback? Swing 1, 2, 3, pullback 4, continuation, swing 5. I mean, that's dangerous at this height. But my trade, obviously, you can see what I took it to, the daily open. So continually think outside the box, guys. You can't, the rant about the RRR is really about the fact that people are being told only to trade particular times a day, particular days of the week. This stuff is 25, 30 years out of date, guys. I mean, scalpers have always had a hard time. I've had a monstrous time dealing with all the old, traditional, if you like, but I prefer just to call them scammers because they're not really traders, and the risk, again, getting back to the rant about RRR, the longer you're in a trade, this is really, really important. I embraced this right early on once I realised scalping was a better way to go. The longer you are in the markets, the more risk you have of being shaken out of trades. So, and the guy yesterday that incensed me a little bit, Etienne something or other, Pillock, he he was leaving 50% on. So why not just take five pip trades and make 500 quid a trade? Then, have all this stress and hassle about picking the perfect trade. And then that's the important point I'm trying to get across. Then, taking 50% off or whatever it was, it was something stupid like that. and then let him 50% run and all the stress. He may well be doing this. But for a new trader, this is what I say all the time, a new trader is clueless about trading, really, for the first 3 to 5 years. And if you are getting faked into bad trades because of these runners, and then you see it go 10 pips, you're aiming for 50 with a 10 pip stop or whatever, and then you see it crash on you, and you move the stop down and you mess around and you do that. I've done it all, don't mean to be blasé, but I've tried everything, and scalping works for me. It may well be that swing trading works for you. I don't know that many swing traders. And one thing I thought on my walk this afternoon, swing traders have massive accounts generally. They don't think twice about losing a grand or £2,000 if you've got a £200,000 or £300,000 account. But I've always been, and I've not said this for a long, long while, I'm here for the guys that want to become rich or become wealthy or have a good standard of living. In other words, better than the minimum wage in whatever country you happen to be in, which is more than possible. And I thought about this yesterday as well. I'm not about making huge amounts of money. I'm about having a fantastic lifestyle at my time in life, doing what I want. And actually, this is one of the best hobbies you can ever have, a computer game that earns you money and you keep improving. And because you keep improving, or I keep improving rather, I then just have such a warm and fuzzy feeling about life in general. You're indestructible. It's not about being a millionaire. I don't care about any of that. In fact, I detest all these keep up with the Joneses and all that malarkey. I absolutely detest it. I run away from people like that because they're so shallow and worthless. Just life is more important. Health is more important. Relationships are more important, And if you can do this, walk around for 3 hours, chatting to people, seeing friends, playing golf, whatever, and you can just sit down at a chart and in 10 minutes find a trade. Okay, sometimes it would be all sideways, but you've got to remember, a scalper is trading a 1 minute, 5 minute chart. These guys that used to say don't trade ranges and they're talking about 15-minute hourly H4 charts, trades that they're stressing about every minute they're in that trade, unless they've got these massive accounts and unless they've got years and years and years of practice under their belts. Anyway, off topic rant. This was the point of this video. These little formations here, low, high, high, low, high, high, trade the break of the high, boom. Get all this right as well. This one didn't have this right, but I know what's going to happen with the time of day, the consecutive, the multi-time frame time of the day, i.e. that 4-hour close. Things happen. And the more you watch it like I do, and that's the point again about swing traders are scared to look at the charts in case their trade isn't going how it wants to go. I'm not scared to look at my charts, not ever. I don't put a trade on, close my eyes and hope and pray. That isn't the way to trade. Watch it, learn from it. That's what scalping is benefiting you over and above just throwing a trade on and hoping it goes 5-1, or hoping it goes up to Vic Sperandio's original high. How many times some of these people enter trades and they're looking at whoever is telling them. Some are looking at this sort of level from down here. Imagine the stress involved in that. I mean, good traders, there are loads of good traders trading swings. I don't know many of them, I've got to admit. I said that earlier. And I admire them. I absolutely admire the whatsits out of them. But most traders will never achieve that level. They are the elite of the elite of the elite. So if you aspire to be that, then you are in for a lot of pain and a lot of expense and a lot of stress. Choose the easy route. I chose the easy route. This two candle thing with the break of the high. Decide, learn. Don't ask me where to put the stops. Learn where to put the stops. Vic told you where the stop should be for that. How many times does it hit that? It's more likely to come and test. This is off a pivot. I mean, it's just, I didn't cherry pick this. It's just happened to be there. But what came first, the pivot or the explosion after the test? Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry for the rant. Have a good day, folks. I love you all.